Sports. Shout out to Radio Raheem for his seconds out. YouTube channel. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. I seen he did an interview with Eddie Hearn and he talked about Anthony Joshua, who is a former undefeated WBA, WBO, IBF World Heavyweight Champion. And Anthony Joshua, well, he just won a fight. He's supposed to fight Dillian White, but Dillian White tested positive for a banned substance. But Joshua, whose record, my bad, y'all, pulling it up. I know he's had 3 losses, no draws. Come on, here we go. 26 wins and 3 losses. His last win was over Robert Helenius. KO 7-round knockout when he fought on August 12th. So Joshua talks about now how he's no longer, he doesn't no longer feel like he has to please anyone, and Radio Raheem was saying, like, or he said he really only started boxing to get in shape, and then the world gave him these expectations, and look, y'all, this is my take from it. Yeah, AJ wasn't expecting to be a world champion. He wasn't. I'm sure he was 18 years old. You run around in England. I know it's a little different in the States, but I mean, hey, if you're black, if you're a brother anywhere around the world, you're still dealing with struggles and adversity. And he like, oh, let me go to the gym. I'm 18. I ain't got nothing else to do. You go in there. These promoters and the suits, I know they saw him in there. He's 6'6". He got a certain look that's marketable. He's really big in working out. They're like, oh no, let's put him on a pathway. Next thing you know, he wins a gold medal in the 2012 Olympics. Some people say that was controversy, but he won in London, and then he signed with Matchroom. And I saw him on the. He was coming up slowly, and then all of a sudden, he fights Dillian White, which was a classic fight. I remember that fight. I think I was in late 2015. But he fights Dillian White. Man, let me pull up that Dillian White fight. That was, when they fight? Yeah, December 12th, 2015 at the O2 Arena. He fought Dillian White. And, it was like, okay, cool. Then he steps up and he fights Charles Martin. Charles Martin was with PBC. He had the IBF title at that time. Knocks out Charles Martin pretty quickly in the second round. Then he goes up and fights Dominique Brazil, Eric Molina, and he got the IBF titles, right? We all know it's 4 belts in boxing. And the reason I keep saying it is because I know it's diehard fans get it, but for the casuals who might be listening, the WBA, WBC, WBO, and IBF title, Wilder had a belt, Joshua had a belt, just for context. Wilder had WBC, Joshua had the IBF. Joshua got the IBF after Tyson Fury ended up retiring, and they took one of the belts away, and that's all that happened. So, Joshua, he beats Brazil, he beats Eric Molina. Then Vladimir Klitschko goes on, and it was for the WBA title and the IBF title. Like they gave the WBA a title up for that. So then Tyson Fury, sorry y'all. Anthony Joshua becomes the WBA IBF champion. Then he fights Carlos Takam. And I know I made a video the other day. I can't remember what his name was. He ended up fighting Joseph Parker. And he gets the WBO title. So then he has WBA, WBO, IBF. The reason why I say all that is because they was marketing AJ around that time. He was on British Airlines. He was on all these different British commercials. I remember one of the years he was voted the most marketable athlete. Like I said, he has the look. He seemed like he has his personality. All of that was cool until he lost. When he lost to Andy Ruiz, June 1st, 2019, in America, which was supposed to be his big marketed. Like they were going to try to make him a mega star in America. Excuse me. So that happened. Everybody gave him a pass. He beats Ruiz. And he starts winning again. And then he beats Ruiz, Pulev. Then he loses to Alexander Usyk in 2021. Then he loses again in August 22 to Usyk. That's when he said, man, F it, because one thing that Joshua had to realize is, man, these fans, yeah, you do got diehard Joshua fans, core Joshua fans, but most of them flaky, man. They're gonna turn on you. So all that you trying to live up to this certain image, man, these same people will turn on you the minute you take a loss. Look at Earl Spence. It was so many people I know that was going against Earl Spence. The minute he lost, man, he wasn't all that, y'all. Earl Spence wasn't even all that. He was overrated. Terrence Crawford ain't fighting. He beat Earl Spence really wasn't nobody. So that's what the casual fans do, and that's what he's realizing. Like these same people who cheered for him, defending him against all the saga with him and Wilder. These same people now was laughing at him when he was in the ring, basically angry and upset. These same people laugh at you. So he's finally realizing that. Hey AJ, I mean, my bad. Hate you had to learn the hard way, but man, that's how this sport is. That's why boxers won't really want to fight for the undefeated title, because it's not how it used to be before. You take a look at Marvin Hagler. Marvin Hagler took two losses and ended up becoming world heavyweight title. Either 2 or 3 losses and then becoming a world champion and one of the greatest fighters of all time. But nowadays, who's to say Marvin Hagler would still have that same aura, because people, for whatever reason, think that you can't take losses no more. Or when Joe Louis lost to Max Schmeling, and then he ended up refighting him and he had that crown. Now people are like, oh, but he lost to Max Schmeling. Like, it is I don't know. It's getting more flakier and flakier by the minute. But AJ, man, I hate you had to see it now, but you'll be all right. But yeah, what y'all think about it?